So having thoughts in my head, and really not tired, so I figured I'm gonna post this, and it is what it is. So listen, I went to this workshop tonight, about healing and harming, the healing and harming of emotions. It was a all men's workshop, and I realized I'm truly blessed to, over the past week I've gone to a couple of men's workshops, one by the Vital Guide by a friend of mine, Mike, and his partner Pablo. And tonight I went to one hosted by some men I hold in very high regard, Vince and Tom, and the Mankind Project. And we talked about the male archetypes. And if you're not familiar with them, they're the lover, the warrior, the magician, and the king. And I was really fascinated because as a male, I feel like I really don't know what a male is supposed to be. I don't know. I was raised by my mom. My dad was, cool dude like some most, but he has his things like we all do. Uh, I really didn't know what it was to be the male model. I didn't know. I really wouldn't feel the machismo side, but I knew I wasn't spineless, so I was just like, where the heck is this thing fall? Where do I fall? Where am I in this balance? So I've been blessed to have been provided with tools. So what happened tonight was we talked about the archetype of the lover and how it's accessed through grief. And what really it related to me is something where this on Tuesday I had a situation with Elijah where his mom dropped him off and he was really upset. And recently I've been learning to be present and aware and loving and open. And we took the time while he was going through this. He was trying to hide it from me that he was upset. And it brought me back to a time when I was younger and my dad picked me up and I was upset leaving my mom. Like, my dad didn't really know how to handle it at the time. So it was more just like, shut up, or I'm going to buy you a double cheeseburger with fries. Or like, it really wasn't handled that great because he didn't know how. So working with it was wild because I held his face in my hands and I just told him to just be with this. It's okay for him to be sad. It's it's okay for him to feel and to experience loss, because that means that he loves. And tonight when Vince and Tom were going over the archetype, especially the archetype of the lover, I realized that that Tuesday I broke a cycle that most men carry. Like, in our society, it's a society of, like, don't be a pussy, man up. Judge Joe Brown would say, be a man about it. And in reality, most men don't know what the hell that means, because their fathers or their male majority, I don't want to speak for everyone, but most male figures for us growing up didn't really understand or didn't really know how to deal with it. They just knew what they knew. And we have an opportunity to break the cycle. And it's truly a blessing because, and I just got to pull this up because I took a picture of this, what it means to access through grief, like being the lover archetype. I'm excited for E because now as a lover archetype, he'll be able to break through into deep emotions. Ding. Sensitive to the needs of others. Ding. Welcoming or believing in the power of loving. Ding. Trusting in closeness and touching. Ding, ding. Welcoming other realities, fantasizing the possibilities of love, ascending to the world of spirit, connecting with the oneness of all. Connecting with the oneness of all. So think about the time when maybe you had grief and it was suppressed. I'm speaking to the males here for a second because females, sorry, you all have tools, but I'm talking to the males. The time when you had to suppress grief and we're told to bottle it up. Men don't cry, boys don't cry. Just think if just for one moment you were able to embrace that and step into something completely new. What would that be like? We have an opportunity to break the cycle. Listen, if you want to have conversations around this, PM me. I'm always open for this. Most deaf. All the best to you all. And man, there's a whole evolution going on. Get on board, man. It's a good look. Be well, everybody.